So this is the first video that's going to be part of the Scotland holiday. It is starting at Tesco Superstore. Actually, is it? Yeah, I think it is a Superstore. It's pretty freaking big, so it's Superstore. Yeah, in Dumfries and Galloway. So yeah, mate, I went into the toilet. I came back out, looking after the dogs. It's gonna stand outside. Because when you've been sat on your butt for a good bit, it's nice to stand up. But my colleagues don't get that gist, do they? They just, yeah, you see what I mean? Anyway, so, don't really know what I'm going to film today. So this is kind of like just going to be what it is. So like, pretty much, my mum and dad have gone in Tesco. They're going to get a couple of stuff. They're going to come back out. So in the meantime, I thought, well, I can do this. I can just vlog and just be idle. I knew there was the Tesco, but I didn't actually know, but there's a whole like complex over there. There's like a TK Maxx, there's a Sports Direct, there's a Pets at Home, there's a Matalan, just over there. So the thing is, Dumfries is not entirely that big of a place either. There's more in the actual town centre, as you would imagine, but like, the whole of Dumfries and Galloway is quite a big county, like within of Scotland, but like the whole population of Dumfries, I mean literally when you get from the border from England to Scotland, you see like Gretna Green, which is not that big, and you see Annan, which is not entirely that big as well, and then you kind of like, you have a big gap between Annan and here. And then you're kind of like going more west, heading like more southwest Scotland to like towards like Stranraer area. And like, yeah, I'm gonna say facts now. So when you're in England, population of here, I think Dumfries and Galloway is something like 220 odd thousand people, which is not a lot of people for like the whole landmass of the town, of the whole county. I mean, like there's towns in England that are that size, and that's just a town, and this is a whole county. So anyway, what I'm going to do is wrap the video up. Where we're heading from here, I don't actually think has a village name or even a town name. It's not even a town, it's really small. I don't even think it's I think the best way to sum it up is just a hamlet, or it's just like, it's a spot of land. And like what I'm going to film there, I'm not entirely sure, because it's just the road and there's no footpaths. But the only thing nearby, so that the property is called Schoolhouses, and the only thing nearby is called the Merkland Tower, which is like a tiny castle, pretty much. So anyway, what we're going to do is wrap the video up. We're going to head there. It feels weird actually, kind of seeing urbanisation again. When you get to Scotland, to the borders, you don't really see that much. And then when you get to here, it's a bit more, you kind of like, it's weird again. You kind of like just see it. When you're in England, you're quite used to seeing it quite a lot. But like when you're in Scotland, it's not so much. Until you get to like the Glasgow, Edinburgh bit, and then it's just pretty normal. And then like, yeah, so thanks for watching for now. Oh, and it feels weird as well that last week I was in Scotland myself, just by myself in Ayr, like going Ayr, Largs, Cumbria, Troon, Coolsine. But yeah, I did all that by myself like last week for me, and then now it's just a 2-week trip. So we started off today in that tiny area where the Schoolhouses house is, and then for the next week after that, to have a week in Fort William, and then to have a week in Auburn, and then we're making the journey from Auburn to Gretna Green and staying there for one night, and then we are then going to come back to England and go back into England. So what I'm going to do is wrap the video up. Start again. I'm going to choke first. What I'm going to do is wrap the video up, and yeah, we'll get there, and see what happens with footage. Because the thing is, when we get to Fort William, we're there for a week. However, the rain is abysmal. It's forecast to rain bloody loads when we're there, which is not ideal. So for doing walks is ideal for like relive walks, but for actual filming of stuff, yeah, not quite sure. Anyway, gonna put the video now. Thanks for watching for now, and goodbye.